Listen, that's not the wind. That's the sound of a place that doesn't want to be found. It hums in the dead air between towns, on roads that don't lead anywhere you know. Tonight you're going to visit two of them. But first, promise me something. Don't turn down the volume. Our first story doesn't start with a scream. It starts with a house. A little blue house at the end of a dirt road in nowhere, Arizona. The man who was called there, we'll call him the mechanic. He wasn't looking for a story. He was looking for a leak. Under the house, in the crawl space, his flashlight found nothing but dirt and shadow, until his knee brushed against a floorboard that wasn't nailed down, just loose. His gut twisted. A cold little voice said, "Leave it." But his hand was already moving. Underneath, not dirt, a box. Old wood, swollen with time, holding its breath, got inside. No treasure. Just this. A single tape, and a question written by a child who already knew the answer might never come. A boy's voice on the tape saying, "Hello. Is this thing recording? Mom said if I ever feel scared, I should talk to this. So, hello? Today is Tuesday. Dad's been in the walls again. In the walls." The boy said it like you'd say it's raining. This was a diary. A logbook of a childhood being slowly erased. Entry after entry played into the dark workshop. The boy talked about the man in the vents, a hungry presence his parents seemed to acknowledge up to feed. The last entry was just crying, and a whisper that wasn't the boy's. Whispers on the tape, "We're waiting." The police called it a prank. His friends said he watched too many movies. So, one last time, he went back to the little blue house to bury the secret where he found it. A woman's voice from above, "Thank you for returning his tape. He gets so lonely in the walls without a story to listen to." Our second story is quieter. It lives in the space between thoughts. This is about the librarian. Her rule was simple. At 2:17 a.m., final round. And every night at 2:17 she saw it. The same book on the floor. A chronicle of unheard days. Not fallen but placed. One night, she didn't reshelve it. She opened it. It wasn't printed. It was handwritten. By hundreds of different people. All describing the same thing. A world going permanently, utterly silent. Would you turn the page? Or close the book forever? Type turn or close. She read an entry in her own handwriting. Tonight at 2:17, I will see the source. The clock struck. The lights died. And she felt it a vacuum, pulling all sound toward the history of. There, she found the source. Not a monster, a tear. A doorway to a library of a world that had ended. And it was lonely. She did the only thing you can do to a lonely thing. She spoke to it. She said, "You are not alone." The silence panicked. She ran. The next night, the book was gone. The doorway was just a wall. But on her desk, a new page. In her hand, a thank you note and a warning. A boy in a wall. A doorway of static. The connection isn't a ghost. It's the secret itself. Some truths are so dark, so lonely, they become places. A crawl space that never ends. A library with no readers. And these places, they whisper. They leave tapes and books like breadcrumbs. Not to scare you. To see if anyone is kind enough or curious enough to follow. To say hello back.